Hello, this is Tootee, and this is Transformations. A new thing that I was thinking about for some time, and now I finally chose to make it come alive. I have this village here, which is rather an average village in a plains biome. It's a little bit, well, not so well spawned, I might say. You can see there's some holes and weird gaps and stuff, but that happens. And I would like to take that village as a starting point, and I would like to transform it into a little bit more interesting village. And yeah, that is the idea of the series. And if that is okay, then maybe we go further and see what else we have here. This is the village. 8 houses in a plains biome. Rather ordinary. There's a little marketplace here. In the background you can see there is swamp biome that is nearby. Also not far away we have extreme hills, and there is some roofed forest very close. Also taiga is not far away. And yeah, as I said, I would like to start at some point here, probably here in front, and to transform the whole area a little bit. But before we can do the real transformation, first we fix a little bit of that what did not spawn so well. I will close in the gaps and even out the terrain, do a little terraforming here, just to have a better point where I start the whole transformation. Well, it is already transforming, right? Here, for example, there's the entrance to a cave that is underneath that farmer's field, and might not be so nice to have the zombies come out at night. And speaking about zombies, we need some kind of protection around our village here. And yeah, for that, I would not really like to build a wall, but something protective, some higher fence maybe. And in general, I would like to use material that is available here, that I have here, like oak, for example, that is naturally used in that kind of biome as a building material. So we go and we use that. And I built a very simple thing for a start here. 2 blocks tall, stripped oak log, and I misplaced the block. And in between we put some oak fences. Nothing super fancy, just fences. And that is our basic protection system. And to make that a little more nice and interesting looking, I put some leaves here. And usually, and also in this case, I play plain and simple vanilla. The only thing I have here, I use a resource pack that is called bushy leaves or something. I will check and I will put a description somewhere. That is a resource pack that makes the leaves, well, a little more bushy, right? I think I like that better than the plain vanilla. Otherwise, that is just plain vanilla here. Okay, since that is the entrance point to our little village here, we make some kind of entrance, not really a gate. I don't want to close that. We have a trading point here, so people should be able to come in and go out freely to trade their stuff. Yeah, and that might be the thing. And here we have it. Some first transformation. Entrance point, a little fence wall system that we created. And I will not use the same system all around the village where the village goes into the swamp biome, for example, or is connected to the swamp biome rather. I'll do something different. But let us build that a little further and move it a little around that spot where I'd like to start. I would like to start with that little house that you can see right here. But to that we come later. And to do that, we take that spot around here. We put a little of our fence in that direction, and then we see further. Well, I do also a little bit of terraforming, as you can see, to even the whole thing more out and make it look a little more interesting and more nice. And yeah, so that is that. It's getting night already. We need to think about also a way to put some light into our village, but that's we will leave to a later point. For now, I put a little wall or fence, no matter how you want to call it, around here, and now we start with this house. Look at this house. How can a villager with his family live in that little tiny house with one bed and some, I don't know what kind of furniture that it is supposed to be. What I also don't like is the roof that rather looks like some kind of top hat. I don't know. I will stay with the material that is used here. Will not go to use any different materials, but first we remove the roof. That goes away. We will make some changes here. I will stay with that terracotta, which is supposed to be white terracotta. Well, not really sure why this is called white terracotta, since for me that always has a little pinkish appearance. I would really like to have some plain white terracotta that has basically the structure of terracotta, but more the color of like the bone blocks, something like that. That would be nice. But we use what we have here. Also those stripped oak logs we use. And maybe we go a little out here and make 2 of those pillars left and right. Not sure about that. We will see. And here in the back, let's remove that wall that ends the house in that direction, because I intend to make the house a little larger. So we take that away. Also, we strip the interior. Well, we'll do something different here. Yeah, now we bring that out, and I think that what was the house itself so far will be the entrance area, or like maybe an office. I think the traders live here. Those people that run that little marketplace that is on the other side of the street. Those people that reside here, and they have their offices here and their sleeping rooms and so on and so forth. Yeah, that is I think what we will go with. And I'm not so sure about that. Let me have a look. In general, yes, but I'm not sure about those 2. No, probably not. Probably not. No. I would say we remove that and we do that a little different. We do that a little different here. Yeah. Maybe we just go with 1, but we move that one out, and here the corners we fill in with terracotta and with some cobble, and then in front, left and right, 1 block out to both directions, like that. Yes, that I think looks better. Yes, that is what we might go with. Nothing too fancy. We are in a village and not really in a super fancy city or whatever. Window we move a little bit over here. Yeah, that is better. Okay, yeah, that's a start. That's a start. So let us go ahead and copy that to the other side and extend the building a little bit to the back. As I said, I use what I have here. At first I was thinking to do the whole show, the whole series, whatever you want to call it, in survival. But the thing is that I simply don't have the time to collect all the resources I would need and so on and so forth. So I decided I will make that, and it's the first time that I really do it. I will make that, in that creative mode, the whole thing. I already put a little bit of interior, basically just some carpet and some beds, and I put some torches underneath the carpet, which in my opinion is a very good way to light a house from the inside. I like to hide some lights somewhere that is not like torches or other light sources around everywhere. That is, I don't know, it's nicer when you have the light hidden somewhere. And that is my my plain little design for that house. Nothing, as I said, nothing super fancy. For the roof, otherwise, I go a little bit away from what is used here. I don't use cobblestone, since I don't want that so cobblestone-ish. I go with andesite here, and we make the roof a little bit, we give it a little more interesting shape. Nothing too complicated or too fancy or whatever. Just we raise it a little bit and come in, and we frame it out with that andesite. But that is just to build a frame, and we go ahead and copy what we have here to the back sides, and the basic shape will be filled in with oak slabs, and oak stairs will be used to fill those parts here. And for the back, we also create a little bit of a nice gateway to like a back door, which will go into the garden. Not sure if we really do a fancy garden here. Basically, I would like to, outside of the village, I would like to create some fields, maybe some wheat fields, but also some flower fields, maybe a vineyard, something like that. Nothing that is so that everything is the same. We create some diversity around here, but also inside here, maybe we make some flower beds and stuff, just to make it look a little nicer. Yeah, we fill that roof in, do a little bit of interior. I used some fences to frame the back door. So basically, nothing super fancy. As you can see, there's still quite some mobs spawning, so we need to put more light into our place here. Little bit of terraforming here and there in the process. And so we have something. Look at that. I don't think that is so bad. I put some lanterns here, but I was not crazy about the lanterns, so I decided to go around and dig a little bit out and put some trapdoors there to create some kind of that look like there is the entrance to a basement. And under the trapdoors, I was hiding some torches, so we have a hidden light source. That makes the whole thing a little more interesting at the same time. Then we put some fences around to mark the property, and as I said, some flowers might be nice that we put here. And also I move in some coarse dirt to make a little bit of a trampled path. And let's have a look at what we did here. Put some shaders on, and we make a little round trip to what we did today. Here's our house that was so plain and simple in the beginning, and it's not a super fancy house, but it looks much better, doesn't it? Look here, a little bit of interior, put some flower pots there and some other things, and that is what we did today. We transformed the house, and we transformed a little bit of the area around there, and we build a little fence wall thing. And that is what I would like to continue. Go around, check for other buildings that can be transformed into something to make, at the end, a transformation of the whole village. And maybe I go further. Maybe I find more villages. In the next could be a taiga village that I transform in some way. And I hope you had a little fun with me. And maybe I see you when I do my next episode, Transformations with Tootee. Bye.